When you're at the Rosary, do you grab a spoon or a fork? Half a day, everyone. All right, so you asked for it, so we're bringing it. Now we just want to mince up our garlic. I'm gonna dice about half an onion. This is a very flexible recipe. You can double it, you can triple it, you know, add what you want, leave out what you don't. And that's about it for the vegetables, unless you want to dice up some potatoes. You can cook that in there if you like. All right, now for the ground beef, I like to use the 80-20 because I don't drain out the fat. I like the fat to be in there because it adds flavor. Fat is flavor. I'm still calling it Kåddon Lisåyu, guys. I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash, a lot of people hating it. That's not what it is. Guys, I'm not listening to you. Everybody has their own little twist to make. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just different. Guys, I'm an autism mom. Different is a beautiful thing. Let's get started with our soup. I'm just adding a little bit of oil to my pot. I'm gonna go in there with my onions and my garlic. I always season as I go because building flavors is one of my things. All right, so a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, black pepper. I just want it to become a little fragrant. And then I go in there with my ground beef. And season with some salt, black pepper, garlic and onion powder. I like to add a little bit of paprika. So now there's a little bit of oil in there from using the 80-20. I'm gonna leave that in there, okay? All right, now I'm gonna go in there with 1 can fire roasted tomatoes. Okay, so that a little bit. Cook that in a little. Now adding 1 8-ounce can of roasted garlic tomato sauce. 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, all right? Now why tomato ketchup when that's not in the rule book? Okay, I know. Okay, now 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup is not going to change the flavor, okay? I promise you. It's not going to change the flavor of this huge pot. But what it will do is help balance out all that acid that just went in there. I don't want to add sugar, so I use tomatoes. And it also has the vinegar that's in there that will help balance out the saltiness from my soy sauce that I'm about to put in. 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Okay, so in goes my corn, and then my cut beans and sea salt. Go ahead and season my green beans and corn with some salt. Again, building flavors. Right now, look at that. I don't know what they call it. I always call it geese and spam when I did it with spam, geese and ground beef when I did it with ground beef. I don't know. What do you guys call it? All right, and there we go. Guys, I promise you, it's not sweet, okay? All it does is balance out the acidity with all that tomatoes, that amount there. The sugar and the vinegar, they work as a team. In with my beef stock, using a 1-quart box, which is equivalent to 4 cups. Now you can use beef broth. All right, now I'm going to add a box of water. While that is preparing to boil, guys, I want to show you the noodles that I use. I use the bean thread noodles. I just put it right in. The starch also helps my broth to thicken up a little bit, but I do cut it. I just put it right in there. This is the large pack. There's a large pack and a small pack. I buy this at my local Asian store. This I am placing 3 noodles. Now my noodles are going to absorb a lot of that water and they're going to swell up, and I'm going to have to add more water and season my water as I go. I like my noodles kind of long, so just cut them like that. I had 3 rolls in here, so this is roll number 3. And here's where I'm going to give it a taste. Oh, it's so good. Right now it's perfect, okay? However, it's going to swell up. Like I said, it's going to be like not enough liquid where you can have all that soup like this. So you have to add more stock or water, whichever one. You can reseason. You can put whatever you want, your salt, pepper, black pepper. If you want a little bit more soy sauce, go ahead and add that. Thickening up already, so here's what I'm gonna do. All right, okay, I took the box and filled it up halfway with water. Just going to pour it right in there. It's still My heat is still on. As that was water and not stock. Go ahead and add a couple of teaspoons of the beef bouillon. All right, now it's safe to shut that heat off. And here we have it, guys, my version of the rosary soup that I call Kåddon Lisåyu, inspired by the recipe Sauteing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sizos maasi.